Hi everyone, welcome to FX Pro Trading. I'm Mark Hills. Well, I've put out a few videos in my time, but this one I'm putting out, it's a situation that's developed in Australia that is quite alarming. They say trading is easy. Well, it's not physical, but the reality is you are now running your own business. You know, you're looking around for education, so let me ask you a question. What is it that's going to make you trust the educator that you finally go with? You know, is it the old list of degrees behind their name, a bank trader or an ex-institutional trader, flashiest website that's got all the bells and whistles, or number 4, the kingpin on YouTube? They're on YouTube every night with 3 to 5 videos or more telling you how they're the world's #1 and we're this and we're that and we're going to give you the keys to the kingdom and you only have to work 5 minutes a day. And you know, they're overseas based, of course, nothing's in Australia. So let me just take a couple of minutes of your time and explain the demographics of what's happening in Australia. I'm quite justified and qualified to say this because I see the back end of what the majority of people are being scammed with in Australia today. I have people that come to me, the latest person has been charged or paid $50,000 to these UK scammers. Right? Yes, they're UK based, I'll say that. I'm not going to mention any names, but you know, it's got the big this and that, and you know, I don't go for coffee, I put my trades on. They're the biggest scams that we see today. So why is this happening? Why has Australia been taken over by outside interests? The number one reason is who advertises in Australia. Yes, that's right. Controls who you're going to see adverts from on YouTube, Google, and we all know they have the monopoly. If you're right, this is what Google has brought in the last 18 months. So what that simply means is if you are an Australian educator, right, or anything to do in Australia, you have to have an AFSL license. Now, you would think, oh well, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, let me explain the pitfalls of that for you very briefly. What it means is this, and who has the AFSL license? This is the cataclysmic moment. Brokers have an AFSL license. So do you honestly think brokers are going to give you the keys of the kingdom and show you how to trade and make money, especially when their main income is when you have a losing trade, not on your backside? It doesn't happen. Right? The next ones are the institutions. Well, they're tied with the broker. Every time you go with one of these so-called professionals, they're getting 50% of your losing trades in their back pocket as well. And of course, what it does then is anyone outside Australia, it doesn't matter whether they have a license or not. Oh yeah, boys, you've got free reign in Australia, you can advertise there. And this is what's happening with the UK ones. Right, so am I full of it or am I not? Let me rewind. Now, some of you may remember, some of you may not. We had a bloke called Jeff Bishop about 3 years ago. Right, he was the #1, just like the UK mob now. We're the #1 in the world and I'm the biggest, the best trader in the world. And he dominated YouTube for probably 3 to 5 months. And you know, he was making $1 million a month or whatever, and all his clients were making all this money. Where's Jeff Bishop now? Just do a little search on good old Google. Guess what? Mr. Bishop's been fined $2.4 million. for basically fraud, unscrupulous dealings, bogus claims, bogus clients telling everybody that they've made all this money. Yes, he's just been fined 2.4 million. But guess what? Google and YouTube, they run his ads day after day after day. Will Google look at me? Oh no, I'm too unscrupulous. I'm a private trader, private enterprise. We don't want you in there. Guys, unfortunately, that is the sad part of where Australia is at this point in time. As I said, I've had people come to me that have paid these UK shonks $50,000. Yes, one lady paid them $50,000. She come to me in tears. Nothing tangible. Another guy I know, $35,000. Another guy I know, $25,000. All have nothing tangible. It is just all a giant Ponzi pyramid scheme. And I know for a fact they're turning over 60 clients every month at a base $5,000 a pop. Plus, of course, when you go with them, all the losing trades goes through their in-house brokers. 50% of their trades are coming back to them. So, these YouTube kingpin scammers are Australian traders and Australian people blind. I apologise, I'm not one to knock. I don't want to put opposition down, but when it's called for and no one's standing up to these, I won't say what I call them, right? No one's taking a stand. ASIC is sitting there on their hands. They're more worried about chasing these poor finfluencers that are really, all they're doing is harming the institutions. We've got to watch the institutions. So yes, you can call this video cynical. Unfortunately, this is the real issues that we deal with in Australia and where we are right now. So where does that leave me? Well, I still continue on. I offer a boutique service. It's a one-on-one service. I'm sure you've had a look through. All my strategies are code and I've eliminated subjectivity to the nth degree. That's where I've taken it to. That's where you have to have your trading and go from there. So look guys, if you want education, please be careful where you go. The biggest, unfortunately, at present in Australia is going to milk you blind. So guys, if I can help you in any way with genuine education, I stand beside you, work with you. The courses that I conduct are done personally. The bulk of my clients are one-on-one. However, I've now adapted an online course as well, sort of thing that I work with. Plus another secondary course that I offer for people wanting inroads into what I do as well. So look, it's all on my website. Have a look through. Give me a shout out if I can help you any way further. All I can say is please take care. Good luck with your search and finding an educator. If it's not me, that's fine, but please be careful out there in the world today. All right guys, take care. Look, thank you so much for listening. I wish you all the best. Thank you.